ரிப்பன் கட் பண்ணதுக்கப்புறம்
Center on the center. Chief. I think Chief should sit in center. Chief, I think you should sit in center. No, please. This is
I will never. I will go there.
All right. Yes. Brother, come.
Welcome to Madras High School.
Yes. My Lord, Hon'ble Justice.M.M.Sundresh, Judge Supreme Court of India. My Lord, Hon'ble Chief Justice, Madras High Court. My Lord, Hon'ble Justice T.S.Sivagnanam, Chief Justice, Calcutta High Court. Judges, respected seniors and members of the bar. Judges. Due to paucity of time, the programs is being shortened, and first I request Honorable Chief Justice in the presence of Honorable Justice M.M. Sundresh and Justice T.S.Sivagnanam to open the library section in the name of Mr.P.R.Selvaraj. And also request the Honorable Justice unveil the name board of list of library sections at Madras Bar Association. From there. It is a matter of pride and pleasure to have the Honorable Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court, Justice T.S.Sivagnanam, and the Honorable Chief Justice of Madras High Court, Justice S.V.Gangapurwala, both from Chartered High Courts, and in the gracious presence of Justice M.M. Sundresh, Judge Supreme Court of India. All the three in Madras, another Chartered High Court. This is a very great, unique aspect. And Justice S.V.Gangapurwala is from Bombay High Court, which is also one of the Chartered High Court, 160 years old. Now coming to the another Chartered High Court, which is also equally 160 years old. I heard that Lordship is from Bar, and there also is bar friendly judge from the Mumbai High Court. In advance, we are wishing the Honorable Chief Justice, Madras High Court, for any changes in procedures aspect. I request the Honorable Chief Justice to consult in advance with the office bearers of the Madras Bar. With this request, we extend our cooperation, and we wish the Honorable Chief Justice to have a successful and grand tenure as a judge, Chief Justice of this Madras High Court.
Thank you very much.
Secondly, the Honorable Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court, Justice T.S.Sivagnanam, is like homecoming. I don't want to say much about the Honorable Judge. Judge is very familiar and popular among all the members of the bar. On the judicial side, I don't want to say he had rendered many more judgments. On the administrative side, I wanted to say one line, one word about the Lordship's participation, active participation in the 125th year celebration of the Madras High Court building, which is the service rendered by Honorable Justice Sivagnanam is tremendous. It was about 3 to 4 months being convened a committee meeting, about 40 committee meeting, inviting all the office bearers of all the associations. With this, I welcome the Honorable Judges. Next is library section. Actually, this was earlier already scheduled program. So just with the permission of the Honorable Judges, we have combined this program also today. Mr.P.R.Selvaraj was born on 19th September to Mr. Ramakannu and Mrs. Rukmani Ammal in Trancobar, Tanjore district. He completed his schooling in Madras High School, Porayar, and joined Pachavas College and obtained BA Honours degree. He completed his law degree in the year 1964 at Madras Law College. He got enrolled in the Bar Council of Tamil Nadu on 18th January 1965 as an advocate. He joined the Advocate General's office under Mr. Justice Krishnasamy Reddyar after his enrollment and thereafter started independent practice. He started practicing on the appellate side and the original side of the Madras High Court. He was elected as Secretary of the Madras High Court Advocate Association and served as a Secretary for 8 long years. During his tenure, he initiated the annual Law Day celebration on 26th November. In line with the Supreme Court Bar Association, and the first such celebration was organized in a grand manner. The said tradition is being followed till date. He was a social worker and contributed great services towards the upliftment of Tamil Nadu coastal fishermen and other downtrodden poor people in the matter of education, legal aid, food, etc. He appeared on behalf of the fishermen in the High Court as well as in the Supreme Court and obtained an order of stay of eviction proceedings initiated by Government of Tamil Nadu and restored their properties in the lighthouse area back to them. Several young advocates were trained in his chamber. He was also appointed as Advocate Commissioner to submit a fact-finding report regarding the poor conditions under which the labourers were employed in the firecrackers industries at Sivagasi, which aided in bringing about changes to their health and welfare. On 25th November 2015, the Madras Bar Association honoured him on his completion of 50 years at the bar. He married Srimati Sri Indrani M.A. M.Ed in the year 1960, who is the retired headmistress now and was blessed with 2 sons and 2 daughters. His eldest son, Mr. S.V.Gangapurwala, and his elder daughter, Mrs. Sivagami Sundari, are settled in USA. His second son, late Mr. P.R.Selvaraj, unfortunately predeceased him, and he is survived by his wife, Mrs. Sundari, and one daughter, Manasa Vignesh, Mrs. Manasa Vignesh. His last daughter, Mrs. Dakshayani Venkatesh, was a former committee member of this great association, and his son-in-law, Mr. Venkatesh Mahadevan, are lawyers practicing in Madras High Court for the past 30 years and are members of our esteemed Madras Bar Association. Having an abounding passion of civil law, Mr. P.R.Selvaraj was a strong and continuous patron of MBA library after having executed phenomenal development works in the Madras High Court Advocate Association Library during his long tenure as its secretary. Finally, he passed away at the age of 89 on 28th November 2021. With this, I conclude, and I request the Honorable Chief Justice to give a reply. With few words. Just few words.
Well, my Lord Honorable Justice Sundresh, Brother Justice Sivagnanam, the Chief Justice of Calcutta High Court. In the morning only I spoke while responding to the welcome speech. Well, I always request the lawyers not to repeat the arguments. If I speak again, it would be repetitive. The learned anchor has expected that before making any procedural changes, I should consult the Madras Bar. Well, in the morning only I have said that in any administrative decision-making process, all the stakeholders will be taken into confidence. The lawyers certainly are the integral part of the justice dispensation system. Any procedural changes certainly will be considered only after consulting the bar members. The bar members are welcome anytime for the redressal of their grievances. They will be attended to. Thank you. Thank you once again.
I request Mr. G. Maslamani, former president, to present a traditional Angostram to Justice M.M.Sundresh. அப்படியே போட்டுருங்க சார். தமிழ்மணி இருக்காரா? I request Mr. K.R. Tamilmani, former president and senior advocate, to present a traditional Angostram to our Honorable Chief Justice. It's a pleasure, sir.
Thank you.
I request Senior Advocate Mr. M.S. Krishnan to present a Angostram to Justice T.S.Sivagnanam. I request Mr. Somayaji, former Advocate General and Senior Advocate, to present a memento to Honorable Justice M.M.Sundresh. Next. I request Honorable Justice Vaidyanathan to present a memento to Honorable Chief Justice. Please.
Thank you.
I request Justice R. Mahadevan to present a memento. I request the family members of late Mr.P.R.Selvaraj to present a flower bouquet to honorable judges. His son-in-law. With this, I request Honorable Justice T.S.Sivagnanam to say a few words. I wish to tell former treasurer of this association.
Respected brother Justice Sundresh, my Hon'ble Chief Justice S.V.Gangapurwala, my brother and sister judges, my erstwhile colleagues who are here, with their gracious presence, the learned senior advocates, members of the Madras Bar Association, non-members of the Madras Bar Association, the President, Secretary and Office Bearers of the Association, the staff of the Bar Association, junior and senior lawyers, my dear friends. After having been walking the corridor of this court for 23 years and worked as a judge for more than 13 years, it is really nostalgic to be back after a small vanavasam of about 1.5 years. As it is said, that transfer is a condition of service, incidence of service. The collegium which thought fit that I will be a suitable candidate to be a judge of the High Court recommended my name. That's how I became a judge in the year 2009. The same collegium, I mean the institution, men may differ, but the institution continues, thought fit that I should leave this place and go to Calcutta. I obeyed the orders. By that I mean that giving respect to the institution and respect to the system. If we don't respect the system will definitely not support us, it will fail us. So I have always said, when I don't know, some of you would have watched the swearing-in ceremony which was done in Calcutta. It's a very unique ceremony, wherein the learned Advocate General was saying that I always used to say more things about the Madras High Court. I never ever give up. Every time there is a function in the bar, they invite, I will draw a comparison to that of the Madras High Court. So this prompted Mr. S.N. Mukherjee. Mr. S.N. Mukherjee, a couple of you have known him for several years. He used to come here and appear, and he used to assist Mr. T. Raghavan, the doyen of the company bar. That's how I have known him earlier. So of course that was not the reason he spoke, but still he didn't want to give up his court and saying that we are the oldest high court, etc. I said we have got better traditions in the Madras High Court. So it was a sort of a competition, but still a healthy competition. When I went there, of course there was a small delay because my then Chief Justice, Justice Prakash Shiva's father, untimely demise of his father, so he couldn't do the swearing in immediately. It was almost after 8 or 10 days I had to be sworn in as a judge. On the same day I said I'd like to do a couple of cases, and he was gracious enough to constitute a division bench. That was during the vacation. So that's why, and people, the honorable judges at Calcutta have readily accepted me as I am. And I am confident that our Chief Justice need not have any ally, and you will be readily accepted by all your brothers and sisters and the members of the bar. That is the great tradition of this coast. We share the same coast between Tamil Nadu and West Bengal. So that's how they did. And initially they said that the bar is very mighty, etc. Of course, their erudition, the amount of hard work they put is excellent. So they also accepted me, and I had the fortune of handling various determinations. Here they call it rooster, there they call it determination, various determinations. So whenever some division bench recuses a matter, it comes to me. So therefore I had a good opportunity in this 1.5 years to deal with all branches of law. one unique thing which I found, which I should share with the honorable learned senior advocates here, is every senior advocate who practices in Calcutta High Court prepares his own notes. It is not a typewritten note, it is a handwritten note. They including the pagination, page numbers. Every senior advocate, I used to watch with curiosity. In their own hand, that's how they are. And they are all very well prepared. And there is no difference, I find no difference. They were so courteous. So therefore, they accepted me as it is. That was a very great blessing for me. But of course, in the domestic front, I had to face a lot of issues. But then, that's no reason to feel sad about it. My tenure thus far, touch wood, has been good. And as a period as an acting Chief Justice was also excellent. The work culture was also quite good. So I think that's the story of Calcutta. So I extend a warm invitation to all of you who happen to pass through Calcutta. Please call me or visit me. Now it's not the right time because the weather is very hot, as hot as Chennai. Probably during puja time it will be there. And I thank the President and Office Bearers of the Bar Association for having invited me, which enabled me to travel in the beach road via the Marina Beach after 1.5 years and enter this campus after 1.5 years. So it's very, very hard, Chief, for somebody to be extricated from this campus. It's such a magnetic campus, and whoever has come here as Chief has always said this has been my parent High Court. And when our Chief Justice gets elevated to the Supreme Court, we can expect him to say the same thing. So I am very, very confident with this Lordship's exposure from a Chartered High Court. It definitely helps, definitely helps. The transition from a Chartered High Court to another Chartered High Court, especially with the original side. So I have been dealing with a lot of original side matters now. And the exposure which we got, what little exposure I got here as a lawyer and the judge, it helps. And definitely His Lordship will be able to take this court to greater heights. So once again I thank your presence. All of you have taken so much of time, and I feel so very emotionally charged today. Thank you.
Few words.
I'll be very brief because I've been told that Chief Justice of this Chartered High Court is still disciplining and recording. Because Sivagnanam has said two things. He said he went through Vanavasam. He's right. But let me tell you the word Pattabhirga will come only after that. Second thing is about Chief, about our hospitality of this place. Chief is right. This place is known for its hospitality. Whoever comes, we embrace them without any inhibition. There's a beautiful saying by Saint Avai. She said, I just quote it in Tamil. She said so. For a good person, wherever he goes, that becomes his place. You are an excellent sportsman. Some of you may not know. He was a national level tennis player. And I had the pleasure of witnessing his game also. Courtesy by the Sundar Mohan. So, you will carry your work ethics here. You will enjoy this place. Congratulations to you. And I wish there will shortly, after a few months, there will be one more function for the elevation of these two excellent judges. Before I conclude, I must say one more thing about Brother Sivagnanam. Every day in the morning, during court hours, we used to meet in the lounge. So I asked a few of my colleagues who adorn the Supreme Court, hailing from Calcutta, how his brother Sivagnanam is doing. Both gave encomiums about him. And one of them said two things. The first statement is this. He said, in the recent past, among all the Chief Justices who adorned the High Court of Calcutta, he is the best. I was so happy. And the second statement also he said, I wish you would continue here for a longer time. Then I told him, I don't agree with this. If he is so good, I think you should say that you should be entitled to come to Supreme Court at the earliest. I reiterate that very same statement. Once again, congratulations to both of you. Thank you.
Respected President, Honorable Justice.M.M.Sundresh, Judge, Supreme Court of India, our Honorable Chief Justice, and Honorable Justice Sivagnanam, CJ, High Court of Calcutta, judges of this Honorable Court, present and past, respected seniors, and my dear members. It is with immense pleasure that we start the first working day of this academic year with a grand event. Thanks to the committee members, staff, and family members of Mr.P.R.Selvaraj, especially his daughter and son-in-law. We thank you. I also thank the Honorable Judge, Justice M.M.Sundresh. Despite his busy schedule, he has been with us today. In fact, he is traveling out of town immediately after this event. I also thank our Honorable Chief Justice. Being the first working day, we can expect the workload, and despite that, he has come. Thank you, my lords. I also take this opportunity to thank Justice Ravichandra Babu, former judges, Justice Ravichandra Babu, Justice Kripakaran, Justice Satyanarayana, Justice Rajendran, and our own Justice Bharatidasan, because he is a former secretary. So we take that liberty. Thank you, one and all. My special thanks to Justice T.S.Sivagnanam. Thank you.